Right, now this is the blink. Now you'll see channel 0, channel 1 and channel 3 are set to blink on and off. Now they are set to the default setting of 0.50. Now they're all set to the same one. Now that comes out like this. Now you'll see they're all flashing the same there. Now if I was to change the number, go back again like so. Right, say if number 3, channel 3, if I change that to one that I use quite a lot, which is like a strobing effect. Now if I change it to 0.5, like so. Now if we try it again, turn it off, you will see and on here look, it looks exactly the same, but by changing that number, the lower the number the faster it flashes. So if I wanted it slower, I'd increase the numbers. If I wanted it faster, I'd decrease it. The ones I use for the strobing like that is normally 0.05, 0.07, and if I want it a bit slower, 0.10. They're the ones I use quite a lot for like the faster tracks, like your DJ ranking track that I did, and I think I might have used it in the Cascada version of Last Christmas and stuff as well, that it's all new for 2009. So that's all up and coming soon. Well, in about 6 months. Anyway, you've also got various other ones on here. You can change your on level, so you can dim your lights to whatever level you want. You've got ramp fade that I showed you, fade rate. Fade rate also comes up on the end of these. You can actually fade it out after blinking as well. Pop fade rate, blink rate, sparkle rate, flicker rate, shimmer. You can do all sorts with them. There's all different numbers on here, and the blink rate goes as far as 2.55. So anything between 0.00 and 2.55 is different speed settings. So it's very custom done. There's a lot of different settings you can get up on this. So basically any music, any light sequence, it's all fully custom. Your imagination's your limit really with it. But you control lights by running them on here or clicking all off, because just then, as you've seen, when I play it like so, I press stop, it carries on with what it's doing. Now if I press all off, that sends a command and turns it all off. So it's pretty clever stuff. It's all running off a laptop, which basically it runs down off at USB to a connector that changes to serial. I've had to put that on because I keep pulling it out. So it changes to serial port, which then goes to the Monster Brain, as it's called, which basically you've got your serial in, and you've got your power, and then you've got your Cat5 network cable. Now that's your Monster Brain, that's your processor. You don't have to have it connected to the computer at Christmas. You disconnect the cable and it's all stored on these little SD cards. You've got your show card and you've got your MP3 card just there. And then that Cat5 cable goes outside to like a big control panel, which if you go on www.northviewlights.pixo.com, it's all on there, all the pictures of it and stuff. I'll put it on the site, the website anyway. And I think that's about it really, as such, other than like uploading your tracks and saving them and stuff like that, but I don't want to go into a lot of details. It's only the basics for people who are wondering how it works and how you set it up and how much work actually goes into it. But basically, the more channels you've got, so these displays in America with like 100 channels and stuff, they've got 100 of those lines all the way down like a spreadsheet. So I've only got 16. This is only quite small. The smallest you can get is 8, I think. We got 16, which is working off of 2 breakers that are 16 amps each, I think it is. Yeah, it's working off 2 16 amp breakers, which basically you've got 16 amps for 8 channels and 16 amps for the other, but you've got loading limits and stuff, and you have to work it all out on like a big spreadsheet, which I've got here with your wattages, channel watts, look, then that works out into channel amps, what lights are on, so it's all on a nice little spreadsheet, so I know what controls what. That's 2008 channel assignments, so it wants upgrading, but at the minute it's not really Christmas, so I don't actually know what I'm having. I'm just setting up the lighting sequences. But this box is quite a clever little DIY box. You've got 1 bulb per channel. So there, look, you've got channel 0, red floods. So whenever like when you're changing the numbers on the sequence, unless you've got something like this that you can see it on, you've no idea what you're actually doing. So the best thing to do is make a box like this, have 1 bulb per channel that you've got, so we've got 16 bulbs here for 16 different channels, and then basically when you're making them up, if you want to concentrate on one channel, you take the bulbs out, leave 1 bulb in, or 2 bulbs, and just mess about with the numbers on there and all the programming, and keep playing with it until you're happy with it, really. And it turns out like, I shall just show you quickly a little show that I did. So you have to save the shows and mess about with them. It's not a simple thing to do, this, really, but it's worth it in the end. Demo. Right, so now then, I've only got 2 minutes remaining, so I best hurry up and get a little track. I'll go to opening show that I did. And the opening show I did on here looks like this. Like so. Now on the board, when it's played, it comes out as so. That's it, really. So all these little red dots on here for the various different bits is what you saw playing up on there. Whatever is highlighted on here for the various different sequencing, which on there I just use ramps on and off, fading in and fading out. But as you saw on like more complicated tracks, you can use fades, sparkles, blinks, whatever you want to do. You can use any track you want, so long as you've got hold of the track. It's a really good system to use. I'm just running it off of my laptop, like so. Anyway, I'll probably be back at some point doing some more videos. Over and out.